Eras Tour tickets going on sale and Speak Now Taylor's version coming out, my entire life has just turned into Taylor Swift. So today I have over 50 Taylor Swift inspired crochet patterns to share with you. I've got patterns from all the eras, I've got things representing the aesthetic of the era, I've got very specific references, I've got duplicates of some of the outfits she wore, and I've got it all divided into eras. So we're going to start with debut and work our way through to Midnights. I'm going to have a picture of the crochet project in the corner, and there's going to be a number in the other corner. The number will correspond to a link in the description where you can go see the pattern and learn how to make it yourself. Alrighty, let's get started with debut. The first pattern I have to share is this beautiful butterfly top. It is just the debut aesthetic to a T. It's got the butterfly and it's got the color. Like, that is just debut. You can't see that and not think debut. Continuing on the butterfly theme, I have some small little butterflies you could crochet. Yes, the pink one does really scream lover, but let's just focus on the blue one for now. You can make these as like cute little decorations for your room, or you could like add them to your clothes, put them on the buttons of your cardigan or something to make it a little bit more debut. Okay, next pattern. Felt compulsory to do this for debut, a cowboy hat. I don't think that really needs any explaining. She seemed to mostly wear white cowboy hats, so obviously you can do it in like a white creamy color like she used to wear. Okay, the next pattern is this gorgeous dress. Now this one is a paid pattern. Most of the patterns in this video are free, but there are some really gorgeous ones that are paid, and I know lots of people are happy to pay for crochet patterns. So this gorgeous dress, which looks really similar to the dress she wears in the Tim McGraw music video, so I thought it was a perfect debut pattern. She always seemed to wear that neckline as well in the debut era, so you could even do it in another color and it would still look pretty debut. So the next pattern is kind of a between the eras pattern. I was trying to find a guitar pattern for teardrops on my guitar, and then I found this pattern that's kind of really giving fearless. So you can make your mind up which era you want this one to be, but it's just such a cute guitar granny square. You can also do it in whatever color you like for any era, because you know Taylor Swift's always going to play the guitar. Now we're in the official fearless section. Obviously something very fearless is like the fringe dresses that she used to wear. Well, she's kind of still wearing them in the fearless part of the Eras Tour, and she wore one in the I Can See You music video. So we have this crochet dress with fringes video tutorial. This one's done in white. You can do it in whatever color you like. You can add more fringes, you can add less fringes, make it as fringy as you like. And then I also found this fringe top, which really reminds me of the dress with the really long fringes that she wears for the fearless set sometimes. And then the final pattern is I have this dress. Multiple reasons. The first reason is probably glaringly obvious. It says Juliet. Obviously love story is the biggest thing from the fearless era. But second of all, it gives the exact same vibe as the shirt that she's wearing on the cover. I don't know if it's just the pose of the mannequin, but you can see how they're similar. Okay, moving on to Speak Now, the era of the moment, my favorite era. The first pattern is a purple guitar. Now this pattern is specifically made as like a plush toy for a baby. I'm thinking like more of a pillow. It doesn't have guitar strings going down, I'm guessing because they don't want a baby to get tangled up in them. But you could add your own strings and it's just so cute. Now Speak Now guitars, if you say Speak Now guitar, you're gonna think of the Koi Fish guitar. The Koi Fish guitar that she bought back. When I put this pattern list together, I was like, I wonder if anyone will even know what I'm talking about, but she bought it back. It's in the Eras Tour now. So I have some Koi Fish. It's a very cute Koi Fish. You can make 2, you can make 4, you can make how many on the guitar? You can make 6 and stick them on a guitar. That probably won't work so well for musical functionality, but you get the idea. Now, the iconic Speak Now dress, this dress here that she's wearing while playing the guitar, I tried so hard to find a really good dupe of the dress in crochet form, obviously. And the closest one I could find was this one, which is an absolutely gorgeous dress. I think it gives the same kind of silhouette. It doesn't have quite the same top, but I still think it's a really awesome Speak Now dress. Then we have Purple Dragon, highly essential for Speak Now. I am so excited about the newest Speak Now merch drop. I ordered the tote bag with dragons. I am so excited. I'm going to use it every day. The other thing I ordered was the castle t-shirt, and yes, I do have a castle pattern. Crochet yourself a little castle. I'm going to crochet myself a little purple castle, and it's going to be so cute. Also, what is your favorite vault track from Speak Now? Mine is currently Castles Crumbling. Moving on to red. Now, the red era has so many iconic clothing pieces. I'm going to start off with the red hat that you see her wearing on the front of a red Taylor's version. And I also found a trench coat pattern. This one is a paid pattern, but it is a big project, so you need to be committed. This one's not the same color as the one she wears in the red photo shoots, but you can do it up in that color and you can look just like Taylor Swift, except a crocheted version. Obviously, I had to include the red scarf. There's a lot of different ways you could crochet a red scarf, but I think this pattern is a good one, and I really like the little TS it's got on it too. Speaking of all too well, I have some maple leaves for you. If you don't catch any maple leaf confetti at the Eras Tour, here you go. you've got some crocheted maple leaves. And the final pattern, you may have been wondering why I didn't have this as a pattern. I do have this as a pattern. It's a 22 hat. This one's a little bit more grey. You can make yours black, so then you can have your own 22 hat and you can pretend that Taylor herself gave it to you. And that is it for the red era. On to 1989. My bet is on 1989 for the next re-recording. I'm saying that now. The first one is a Polaroid camera. Isn't this perfect? Like, so perfect for 1989. The colour is perfect. The obviously Polaroid camera of the Polaroid era. This one is a paid pattern though, but like worth it. Next we have a seagull. Seagull is very important to the 1989 era. Couldn't have the era without them. I really hope that the re-recording album will have seagulls on the front. I'll be disappointed if there is no seagulls. Next, I have a crocheted white halter top, which looks exactly like the white halter top that she used to wear in the 1989 era. Maybe she only wore it one time, but I have a t-shirt with that exact picture on it. I don't know where it went. Found it. It's got a bit of corgi hair on it, but otherwise it's still a very solid t-shirt. Speaking of corgi hair, how may I help you? This is my dog Fairy. She's a big fan of Taylor Swift. The first music she ever heard in her life was Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift. When she was a little puppy, she used to cry and whine, and then we'd put on Christmas Tree and she'd just go silent. From that picture we were just talking about before the corgi interruption, sunglasses, very iconic to 1989. I have a sunglasses case which has sunglasses on it. These sunglasses look exactly like these sunglasses. Perfect. And you can put your sunglasses in them. So next few patterns are items that kind of look like things that she wore on the 1989 tour. First of all, we have a blue skater skirt. She wore so many skater skirts on that tour. They were all so gorgeous. So we have a crocheted skater skirt. And if you want to complete the look, I have this halter top for you. So it's obviously not exactly the same as this halter top, but it has like the little gaps in it here. And if you do it in black, you won't be able to tell the difference. Moving into our Reputation era. You're not ready for it. First of all, Cobra. This is a paid pattern, but it is the most perfect Reputation pattern I've ever seen. It's the snake, it's got the tongue, it's got the black and gold vibes. I'm pretty sure whoever made this is a Reputation stan. Okay, you're gonna have to stick with me on this one. So I was looking for ages for a crocheted snake ring, obviously the snake rings, and I couldn't find an actual snake ring, but what I could find was this tiny little snake that you can wrap around a crochet hook. So you can make one and wrap it around your finger. Now this is quite a cute snake, not really a Reputation-y snake, but Reputation snakes can be cute. This one, if you did it in black, just add a little tongue, just like a single strand of red yarn. There you go. Having said that, the Reputation rings are not black and do not have red tongues, so do whatever you like. I thought it was a cute idea. Okay, so the rest of the Reputation patterns are more like Reputation aesthetic. Like if you were going to the Eras tour and you wanted to go in Reputation, this is the kind of thing you could crochet. As well, we have this distressed top. It's got the mesh, it's got the strings hanging down, otherwise known as yarn. I don't think anyone's going to deny that that just looks like Reputation. Similarly, we have a caged halter top. So Reputation. The tutorial actually shows the blue one, but it's got the black one on this thumbnail. You can do it in black and you'll look like a Reputation queen. And then the final one is a choker. I had it in my head that she wore so many chokers in the Reputation era, and then I was looking at photos and I could only find one. Also, don't even talk to me about the Reputation belt tracks. I am already losing my mind at the thought of it. Reputation is musically my favorite album, and I am actually going to lose it when those vault tracks come out. Okay, so moving on to the Lover era. There is just so much in this era. First pattern I have to share is a very aesthetic love heart shirt. It's got a cute little love heart cut out in it. Perfect for a lover outfit. The next one is this heart tote bag, which is so adorable. Anything that has hearts on it is gonna scream lover. And there are so many crochet patterns with hearts out there. Like I also found these heart earrings. So cute. So perfect. I actually made some of these, but I've only made the hearts. I haven't put them actually on the earring hooks yet, so you'll see me wearing them sometime soon. And this heart jumper was just perfect. It's got the pink from the album cover, it's got the blue from the album cover. Perfect lover jumper. Next pattern I have is inspired by the Me butterfly, and it's this butterfly shawl. So the colors here aren't really lover colors, but you can make them lover colors, and it just really reminds me of the Me butterfly. And then the final pattern I have for lover is actually a necktie, which I was originally thinking for the man, but then I remembered that in the Me music video she wears like a little pastel necktie, so you can do either. Next era is obviously Folklore. We can't have a video about Taylor Swift crochet patterns without the cardigan. This wonderful crochet artist made a really long and detailed tutorial on how to make your own Folklore cardigan, so if you missed out and you've been regretting it for a few years, you can just crochet yourself one. I also found these Folklore granny squares, which are so cute. You could use them to make a bag, a cardigan, a top. You could just just have them as little decorations on your wall. You could make a whole blanket. Always endless possibilities with granny squares. I also found these gloves, which aren't specifically folklore gloves. They're just white gloves with stars on them, and they would match the cardigan so well. If you're like me and you're in winter, you need some cozy things to wear, there you go. They're not actually gloves, they're like little hand warmers. And then I had this other pattern saved, which is a tote bag, white, with a grey star on it. Another folklore inspired thing. I don't know if it's actually folklore inspired or it just happened to be a white bag with a grey star, but it looks like folklore to me. And the final folklore pattern is once again a grey beanie with a star on it. This is also a cat beanie. It would be very Taylor approved. Okay, moving on to the Evermore era. So the first pattern I found was this hooded cloak, so that you can make a hooded cloak to wear like the Willow hooded cloak. Now the pattern for this one is actually like a shorter one than Taylor wears in the music video and at the show. But I imagine you could just keep crocheting, just keep doing more rows and make it longer. And next I found this shawl, which is the perfect Evermore colours. It just screams the Evermore aesthetic to me. And when I actually looked at the pattern, the yarn that they used to make this is literally called Evermore yarn. So it was meant to be. Also, Evermore's the kind of album which you just want to like wrap yourself up and be cozy. So it's like perfect vibes. Next, we have a champagne bottle for your champagne problems. Also, I felt like it was very necessary to have some ivy in there. You can cover your house in ivy or cover a dress in ivy and wear it as an Eras Tour outfit. And then the final Evermore pattern I have is this gorgeous like golden orangey dress, which just reminds me so much of the Evermore dress that she wears. It's obviously not got the length, but it's got the vibe. And we are finally up to midnight. I found these Moon and Star granny squares. They're on the navy blue. They look so midnight. As I said before, you can use granny squares to make pretty much anything, so that's a really handy pattern to have. Next I have Here Was Sunshine, I Was Midnight Rain. The pattern I've got linked here is for the little sun, but there is a link in the description of that video that also has the cloud. So they're two separate videos, but they're by the same artist, so you can be Sunshine and Midnight Rain. Okay, this next pattern, just look at this. This is the most midnight thing you could ever make. I don't know how I stumbled across this. It's literally Karma is a cat on the moon at midnight. This one's like a little applique, so you can make it, sew it onto a cardigan or a bag or something. Then I found someone had recreated the crochet top she wears in the Lavender Haze music video. This one, it's so cute. This one is a paid pattern, but once again, I think it's worth it to have that cute little shirt that she wears. And then I'm gonna finish off this video the way she finishes off the Eras Tour, with a shaggy jacket. So we've got this fringe shaggy jacket, like the ones that she wears for Karma at the end. She also wears one in the Lavender Haze music video, which is a purple one. She also wears one at the start of the midnight set, which is also a purple one for Lavender Haze. So there's a lot of shaggy jackets going around. So there's one for you as well. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun looking for all these patterns. So I hope there's something on there that gets you inspired to do a new crochet project. Keep streaming Speak Now, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!